Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Devin Haney shifts focus, eyes on Ryan Garcia after Gervonta Davis silence. Devin Haney revealed today in an interview that there are no negotiations with Gervonta Davis, and they haven't reached out to him for talks. Haney has now moved on and has begun negotiations with Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy Oscar de la Hoya, and Ryan's lawyer. He's hoping that will be next for him. Haney still remains confident that a fight between him and Gervonta Davis will happen, and he says it's the biggest fight in boxing. Tank's silence speaks volumes. Devin sounds extremely naive, thinking that the Tank-Davis fight is still attainable. Tank's silence means he has no interest. It's wretched how Haney continues to hold out hope, as he should have gotten the hint by now. Is Devin obtuse? With Devin registration to 165 pounds for his last fight against WBC light welterweight champion Regis Prograis, his days at 140 pounds are numbered, to say the least, and once he is at 147, it would seem futile for him to continue on with his hopeless dream of fighting Tank Davis. Why would he want to fight a welterweight, particularly one that is regressing to the mid-160s? That would be like asking Tank Davis to fight IBF welterweight champion Jaron Ernes, and he is not about to do that. Tank is going to fight someone who outweighs him by 25 to 30 pounds, and he shouldn't be expected to. Devin needs to give up on his career as a way burly and focus on fighting a position his own size at 147, 154, and 160. Ryan Garcia, more attainable target. There is no real negotiations, Gervonta Davis, said Haney. That's a fight I would love, but his team has not reached out to us. They say they would be the ones to send an offer, but nobody is reached out. We are on Ryan Garcia now, said Devin Haney. We are in negotiations with Oscar and Ryan, Ryan's lawyer and Ryan's team, so it could very much be what's next. We are still in the beginning stage of negotiations. Matchroom is part of the team. Ryan Garcia is the ideal opponent for Haney, considering he's got a massive social media following of over 10 million followers, who will purchase the fight on pay-per-view. And it doesn't really need to do much to promote the fight because he would be getting a 3 rate, with Ryan bringing virtually all the pay-per-view buys. If Devin Haney performs well and entertains, his fan base could grow, and moving forward, he would be a draw, which he is not now, unfortunately. His 50k pay-per-view buys for the Prograis fight showed that Haney needs to hitch a ride on the coattails of a popular opponents like Ryan Garcia that could change for Devin if he shines against Ryan and stays in the pocket instead of using the defensive style we saw from him against Prograis. I never wanted to leave Matchroom. I did not want to leave, but I had to do what I had to do to become undisputed. We still want to make ourselves available to make the biggest fight happen, said Haney when asked why he only signed a one-fight deal with Matchroom. I still want to go from network to network if I have to for me to make the biggest fights happen, and that's what I'm doing. 2 years ago they said I wasn't a draw, and now I'm the king and the guy they're calling for, said Haney. Devin Haney is clearly not the king of any kind, because if he were, he and his dad Bill would not be hounding and beginning Tank Davis for a fight night and a day. The king does not back. Moreover, the king brings in more pay-per-view buys than 50k. Haney is more of a pretender to the throne than any kind of a king, and he should not try to pass himself off as being more than one of the royal subjects because it looks bad. The kings: 135 Gervonta Davis, 140 Ryan Garcia, 147 Terence Crawford, 154 Jermall Charlo, 116 Jermall Charlo, 168 Canelo Alvarez, 175 Artur Beterbiev, 200 Beterbiev. It's crazy how the tables have turned. "I dreamed I wouldn't be in this position," said Haney. "I knew I would be in this position one day, and what a blessing. I definitely get the respect I deserve. I knew this time would come. I knew it was a matter of time before I turned the non-believers into believers. The naysayers walk with a different tune, and now it's that time. This reader hates to drizzle on Haney's parade, but he is still unproven because he has not beaten anyone during his career. He didn't fight Shakur Stevenson or Gervonta Davis when he was at 135 pounds, and picked up his undisputed championship by defeating George Kambosos Jr., a mediocre fighter who stumbled onto his 3 titles by defeating a drained, injured, and mentally void Teofimo Lopez. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.